dogs, and one of them died, and the other recently we took him to a ranch, Jacob, and then he died too there, intoxicated
Mm.
by some avocado. So I know how it feels. It feels very sad. Well, talking about animals, um, how would you narrate a story about a wolf, a very short story about a wolf that is very smart in a forest? How would you write or tell a short story about a wolf that's smart in a forest? Let me say hello to Mickey Mitch really quick.
Mhm.
Hello, Mickey. Good afternoon.
Hi, teacher. Good afternoon. How are you?
Fine. Thanks very much. Yourself?
I'm good. Thank you very much. I was taking a bath. That's why I'm a little bit late. Sorry.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. I was late too because of the amount of traffic. Just incredible. Sometimes there is not so much traffic, but today was like crazy on the way home.
Yeah, my teacher.
Um,
Don't worry.
yeah, I was asking Mitch if she would tell a short story about a wolf that is smart in a forest, and then we compare that. Uh, well, how our new friend, makes stories, right? So let's see, please, how you guys would make short story about a smart wolf in the forest. How would you tell the story, Mitch? And maybe if you can tell us the story and record it at the same time, if it's possible, please.
A story about a guy in the forest? What?
As a wolf, just create a short story about a wolf, a smart wolf in the forest.
Okay.
Please, can you?
Mm, or could be. I have to record it.
Yeah, oh, yeah. You tell the story, and at the same time, you record it in the cell phone, please,
Mm.
so that you listen to it later or eventually.
Okay.
Please, can
Let
you?
me. Yes, yes, yes. Wait. $100 chocolate I bought off. Oops. Cárgate. Okay. Um. There was a wolf who was very intelligent because he no she tend to hunt different kind of of creatures to feed all her family. He or she, don't worry. Mm, Planeaba. I forgot.
Plant.
Plant a lot of kind of creative techniques to hunt their prey, mostly humans. It was very interesting how she hunt humans, but the main reason is why to feed their family, and I don't know what else to say.
Okay, well, that's very good. Very good. Thank you, Mitch. Well, that was a short story about a smart wolf in the forest and his techniques to hunt humans. This is from a wolf, right? A smart wolf. A smart wolf in the forest. All right. And then let's find, Mitch, a character for Mickey that mainly an animal, any animal, a shark, a tiger, a fox, any animal, and a place. And let's give him that, please. And then, Mickey, you maybe you want to give me something or give it to Mitch to create something. All right. So create something for Mickey, please, so that he can develop a short story.
Mm, uh, a dog who dreams to travel to the moon.
Okay. Can you develop a story, Mickey? A short story about a dog that dreams or who dreams to travel to the moon, please, and record it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the second
Uh,
story.
the story must have a specific length or whatever.
No, but it must be short, not too long. Say in terms of time, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, And in terms of text, well, there's gonna be like a 200 words maybe, or let me see. Yeah, maybe 200 words. Or talking about time, maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Please,
Okay.
Mickey.
I need to record it, right?
Yes, please, please.
Um, Once upon a time, there was a dog called Leica. Leica was a Russian dog, and Leica was trained for the Russian government. Leica didn't know, but she had a mission, and her mission was one of the most important missions of all the history. And her mission was travel to the moon.
Mhm.
So when she was a puppy, she started to train, and she had to do different tasks to develop new skills for her mission. One day, the most um, how can I say the most important date came, and it was the mission where Leica would travel to the moon. Everything was prepared. She had their equipment. The rest of the people had their equipment, and she was ready to fly to the moon. So the engine turns on. Everything was preparing. All the humans around her was checking that everything's okay, and the how do you say counting back or
Yeah, the counting back started.
the
Will
counting back
count.
started. So it was five, four, three, two, one, and immediately the rocket where Leica was there flew directly to the moon. But something occurs in her travel. The people noticed that was something weird on how can I say on her
Rocket.
rocket. Yeah, on her rocket.
Ah,
Yeah. I
oh,
think that all we know this story, but at the end, well, like only I changed the name a little bit, like
like
remains for the history, and everybody remember Leica like. Uh, would you say, teacher, that is?
heroine.
Mhm. Well, how can I say maltrato animal?
Animal mistreatment.
There are people who thinks that the mission of Leica was animal mistreatment. So it is important to remember these animals and all the animals that are sacrificed or how can I say it?
Sacrificed.
Yeah,
Sacrificed.
for experiments that humans wants to achieve.
Okay.
That would be
Well,
the
great
moral.
story. A bit. Oh, it was a bit sad, but the excellent story. Very good.
That,
Both stories
that
were great.
story
Yes,
was is real, right?
I think it's real. I believe the real Russian dog was orbiting in the atmosphere, and she never made it back
Oh,
Mhm.
because the experiment did not consider the flying saucer to come back to Earth.
Yeah.
So the dog, I think, remained in space. Is it true, Mickey? I think that's how the story goes, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's think of something unusual. For example, you would imagine that a lion is very brave, right? So what would be an unusual type of lion? A shy lion, right? Shy
mm,
lion.
Mhm.
You would think that a shark is bad. So let's think a good-hearted or well-hearted, good-hearted shark.
Oh no.
You would, well, that's like a bit weird, right? Or logical. You would imagine that whale is what, or a dolphin or an eagle. An eagle is smart, right? So let's think of an eagle that is a bit dumb eagle, right? So things that are kind of the opposite of what we normally think. So
Hmm.
let's think of any of these three stories, Mitch. Which one would you like to tell, please? And you are speaking in cold without any warm up, which is extremely difficult. You need to create something out of nothing, which is an extremely fantastic achievement from you guys that you do this. But it's like go running without warming up. Well, don't worry too much. I mean, we warm up on the way. So would you like to tell a story about a shy lion, a good-hearted shark, or a bit dumb eagle, Mitch?
Maybe I could prefer the good-hearted shark.
Okay, well, let's talk about that, please. A good-hearted shark.
Right now?
Yes, please. Yes, yes, yes. Something
Uh,
about him. Something happened to him, and same thing as before. If you can please record it, record the story.
okay. Let's see. There was a shark who, well, there was a little shark that lives in the deep ocean, and well, as everyone knows, there are a lot of stereotypes around sharks, and they always mean, they always have praise in every kind of other creatures, but the truth is, not every shark is the same as the mean ones. There is a lot of categories of sharks, and this little shark named Willie is one of them. She wants to make new friends, but unfortunately, everyone is scared to him because he's a shark. Um, there was a time that a clownfish hurts accidentally one of their, how can I say, aletas?
Fins.
One of their fins, and Willie start to uh, get close to the clownfish, and of course the clownfish was very scared and terrified because, oh my god, a shark is being close to me. um, and it doesn't wasn't capable to swim fast, and really get get him, the clownfish. But for the surprise of the clownfish, it was to try to cure their wind with a little, how can I say, alga,
Algae.
with the little algae. and and since then the clownfish was very thankful and become friends from Willie, and by the work by the clownfish, more creatures, sea creatures start to trust, uh, start to quit all the stereotypes from the sharks. Of course, they listed having precautions, but at least with Willie, they're can trust.
Wow, that's a fabulous story. I like it very much. Um, here's the recording. You did 2:47, which is pretty good time. Actually, between 2 and 3 is just fantastic. Three, more than three, obviously, is also very good. Mickey did 3:33, 2:47. You're doing very well. Most people finish their stories in 1 minute, which is pretty short. 2 minutes is great. 2:30 is fantastic and really, really good. Now, let me give you a topic, Mickey, please. Let's talk about a bear. Bear. What's your idea of bears? How do you consider bears, Mickey or Mitch? What's your
Bears,
idea of bears? Yes. How is a bear normally?
They like honey.
wild,
Only
wild,
Wild. What else? They're strong, aren't they?
strong, big.
Big.
Um,
Mm,
they are cute.
cute. Okay, cute.
How say fluffy?
Fluffy. All right. Flaw. Fluffy. Okay. Let's think of a bear. Well, in this case, the bear obviously is wild. Although we think that it's funny. It's funny and it's cute and it's fluffy. But in reality, they are wild, as you correctly pointed out. Right.
Mhm.
Let's talk about a day of a bear who suffers hunger at times, and some of the days he hunts plenty for a week. Right. So let's see if we can do a story, Mickey, please, about a bear that has ups and downs in his eating routine. Okay, that sounds like fun. Can we do that, please?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start.
Once upon a time, there was a bird called Koda. Koda lived in the north of Norway. In Norway, there are birds, I think so, right?
I think there are yes.
I imagine. But Koda lives there. And Koda always been uh, a bird who, how to say,
Distinguishes.
distinguishes from the rest of the birds. He was the leader of the group, but he was a leader because he had one responsibility, and the responsibility was to feed the rest of the group. So he was the strongest, the faster, and the wildest of all the group in comparison with all the group. One day the weather changed completely, and the prey that normally appears in the same place just one day disappeared, and there wasn't nothing to it. So he had a big responsibility. So he reunited with the group of birds, and they start the journey to the other part of Norway. So instead of going to the north of Norway, they went to the south of Norway. So the journey started, and how to say, meanwhile they were walking to the south of Norway. They saw so many things that they never imagined, and their way of, or how they think completely changed because they thought that they knew everything about how to pray, the different species, the weather, but they discovered a completely new world in the south of Norway. The weather was different, but there were a lot of prey to to hunt and a lot of things to discover. And at the end, Koda knew that sometimes it's necessary to expand your environment because sometimes we just know a little things of the things that are around us. But if we expand, if we overpass our limits, we can see that there are a whole world and a new world that are waiting us. So that's the moral of the story.
Okay, well, that's a fabulous story. I like it very much too. What? Well, you are building nice stories from scratch, right? And when you are in the creative process, as you have done some stories now, I think you have done what, four stories? One,
Mhm.
two, three, four stories, two and two. What is the creative process? How is this process, Mitch or Mickey? How do you feel it creating something very well for me. It's very pretty. Out of nothing. Well, you just have an animal, a characteristic, and maybe a place. How is the creative process?
Hmm. Well, for me, I think that it's easier to try to do a story that I would like to hear or that I would like to read. So uh, sometimes I just use the things that I'm living or the thoughts that I've been thinking, and I try to use it in a, like in a fiction way. But at the end, the message or the way how the story are developing is developing. Sorry, uh, is depending of what I would like to read or to hear.
Okay. Well, okay, I understand now the motivation, and that's basically a very understandable and logical ways to express your thoughts and ideas, right? Many great writers have read about their own lives or what they have
Mhm.
seen in the proximity, how they
Yeah.
have lived, the things that they have seen or that they saw, pretty
Mhm.
or ugly. Some of them have written fantastic or comic. Some of them have written comedies like Shakespeare, who wrote comedies, but he also
Mhm.
wrote tragedies. So he saw beautiful things and he saw ugly things as well, and he made a fantastic art of that.
Yeah.
Okay, Mickey, thank you very much for the comment. Mitch, what was the motivation for your creative process? How did you carry out or develop the stories?
Uh, I think it's basically try to explain a message. It's express and explain a message that could
¿Andas
be
agua?
um, understandable for every kind of public. I tend to be more guidance to an uh, child people, child public, to be more understandable. But yeah, it's the way that you want to express your message.
Okay, very, very, very good. Why is it so easy to ascribe virtues or defects or qualities to animals? Why is it so easy to ascribe qualities or virtues to some animals? Why is it so easy to say the wolf is cunning or is astute, the lion is strong, the bear is wild or even cute, as Mickey was saying? Why is it so easy to provide qualities or virtues to animals?
Mm, I think it is easy because we have seen so many stories of animals. So there are movies, there are cartoons where they show the animals with different emotions, with different way of act, and that's why I think that we attribute that. For example, a very is wild. I saw the movie of um, how is it called in English? Brother Bear. I don't know if you saw that movie, teacher.
Brother Bird?
Is of Disney, I think so. Yeah, and in this movie,
Uh,
the bear is more cute, more comprehensible. So that's why
okay.
I have like a mix definition of how a brother bear.
Brother Bear. Okay.
Mhm.
Bear. Okay. Brother Bear. All right. That's interesting. Thank you, Mickey, for the comment. Mitch, what do you think? Why is it so easy, or maybe not very easy, but it's more or less easy to ascribe to give qualities or virtues to some animals?
To give what, teacher? Sorry.
Virtues or qualities? Because a lion is not good or is not bad, right? A lion is a lion and he eats because he has to survive, not because he's a bad being, right? So it's just nature, it's part of nature, and he has to survive, so he kills to survive. but we give them human qualities. Why is it so common to give them human qualities?
Oh, okay. Could be related that the way how is the behavior of each animal, how we can relationate with some actions that tend to do humans. For example, Ronnie is a cat, but we tend to say that he's pretty. How can I say sigiloso?
Mischievous,
Mischievous, but also caprichudo, uh,
whimsical,
musical. But
whimsical.
it's not a rule that the cat kind cat race is greeted for them. Uh, it's like as I said, some behaviors that we tend to maybe sometime do, and we always like to humanize some kind of or other creatures.
Yes, we humanize them, right?
Uh-huh.
We humanize them. All right, very good. Let me ask you to give me one more animal, and this time we're gonna ask our friend, the famous ChatGPT, to do a work for us. I'm gonna ask him to give us a very short story. Give me
Mm-hmm.
a very short story, and if I don't say very short, he's gonna give us 2 pages. So if I say very short, it's gonna give us like 4, 5, or 6 paragraphs. Give me a very short story about what? Tell me an animal and a characteristic, please.
Mm, about the mm, I don't know. There are so many animals.
Yeah, maybe one that is not extremely unusual: a swan, a duck, a turtle, an alligator, a lizard, a monkey, a chimpanzee, octopus.
An
I don't know,
octopus
an
sounds
octopus.
interesting. Yeah.
Octopus. And what is the characteristic of this octopus?
That they are smart, right?
Smart. Okay. So give me a very short story about a very smart octopus. And here we are. And let me share the screen with you guys. And we're gonna read it and try to devise how this friend makes this story. Okay, so here we go. And this is the. Okay, who wants to read the first 2 paragraphs, please?
Me.
Okay, please.
In the depths of the vast ocean, there resided a remarkable creature named Oliver the octopus. Unlike his fellow octopuses, Oliver possessed an extraordinary level of intelligence that surpassed even the most brilliant minds of the sea. Oliver's reputation as a problem solver and cunning strategies spread throughout the underwater world. The other sea creatures saw his advice and marveled at his exceptional abilities.
Very good, Mickey. Thank you very much. Mitch, can you read the next 2 paragraphs, please?
Yes. Uh, One day, a group of dolphins found themselves trapped in a maze of treacherous coral reefs. They were disoriented and unable to find their way back to the open waters. The distressed dolphins desperately call out for help, and the cries and their
Christ, Christ.
cries reached the keen ears of Oliver. Without hesitation, Oliver sprang into action using his remarkable problem-solving skills. He devised a plan to guide the dolphin safely through the intricate maze. With his agile tentacles, he carefully manipulated the coral, creating clear paths and signaling the dolphins which way to swim.
Wow. Okay, very nice. Thank you very much. Read one more paragraph, Mickey, please.
Yes, sir. Uh, as the dolphins, right?
Yes, please.
As the dolphins followed Oliver's instructions, they successfully navigated the maze and emerged into the freedom of the open sea. They were filled with gratitude for Oliver's extraordinary intelligence and leadership.
Very nice. Thank you very much. The next paragraph, Mitch, please. Word of Oliver's heroic. So the next paragraph, Mitch, if you can. Word of Oliver's heroic act. I don't know if maybe I think Mitch went out. Are you there, Mitch? I don't know if she's there. Okay. So if you can
Uh,
please read word of Oliver's heroic act.
okay. Word of Oliver's heroic act quickly spread, and he became a legendary figure in the ocean. His name was whispered among the underwater creatures as a symbol of wisdom and ingenuity. Oliver's story served as an inspiration to all, reminding them of the incredible potential hidden within their own depths. Also, so Oliver the Smart Octopus continued to explore the ocean's mysteries, using his intelligence to guide those in need and leaving a legacy of air and inspiration of his wake.
Legacy of awe, which is
Sorry for the
surprise.
volume, teacher.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Very good. How do you like the story, Mickey? What's your opinion of the story? Is it not pretty?
Yes, um, I think that it's. Sorry, teacher, but there's a big noise here in my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for the in your house is not raining.
Raining? Not now. Although it looks cloudy. It looks like probably it's gonna rain.
Let me see if you can see it here from in my camera. It is visible. I don't know,
Yeah, it is visible. Oh, wow.
but
That's impressive.
there are a part on the top of the house that is made by I don't know, but it's a type of plastic that sounds horrible and yeah,
It's annoying.
it's annoying. But apart of that, there are wind and it's raining
Heavily.
heavily. Yeah, heavily. That's the word.
Wow.
hmm
But
But it's
thank
okay.
God,
Everything started.
finally.
Yeah,
Yeah, finally
everything
started to
started.
rain. Okay. Very good. So do you want to move or you can continue here, Mickey?
Could you repeat, teacher?
Do you want to move or can you continue here where you
Ah,
are?
mm-hmm.
Yes, you can. Okay. So how do you like the story? Do you,
Um, I think that the story it's amazing, and a part of that is more amazing how artificial intelligence can create a story so quickly, and it's not like a story that you would imagine. It's a story that has a development and that has at the end a different type of ending too. Because in this case, well, we know that the octopus, sorry, is is brilliant, is so smart, but at the same time, how the dolphins do the how can I say this?
the escape?
Yeah, escape. So it's great.
Yeah. Well, imagine something unbelievable. Let's say a scorpion. Uh, let's say, write me. What do you think of the story, Mitch? For example, I'm gonna tell him to write a short story. Write me a very short story about a good scorpion or a scorpion with a good heart. You don't imagine that, do you? So look at this. Write me a very short story about a scorpion with a good heart.
Sorry, teacher, I can almost hear you by the rain up here,
Oh, I'm sorry.
and I don't have headphones.
Oh, okay. Well, I try to speak a bit louder. Do you imagine a scorpion with a good heart? Hard to imagine, right?
Maybe.
Well, let's do this reading and then we discuss, please. In a scorching desert, can you read that, please? Maybe the first paragraph, and they have this strange adjective. So let's read it, Mitch, please.
Ah, yes, teacher. Um, in a in a scorching desert where the sun's rays beat relentlessly on the sandy dunes, there lived a scorpion named Serena. While scorpions were known for their venomous sting, Serena possesses a different kind of nature. She had a genuinely good heart that shone through her sharp exterior. One scorching day, Serena noticed a tiny vulnerable mouse stranded in the scorching heat. Despite her own instinctual nature, Serena couldn't bear to see another creature suffer. Without hesitation, she approached the mouse with caution, offering her shelter under the shade of her rocky hideout.
Wow, impressive, right? Very nice. So normally they use their venom, but this time she felt sorry for the mouse. Let's continue, Mickey, please. Can you read the next two paragraphs?
Yes, sure. One scorching day?
No, the
No, it's the
second
next one,
teacher.
right?
The
The mouse.
mouse
Uh-huh.
worried at first.
The mouse worried at first, soon realized that Sirena meant no harm. Grateful for the scorpion's act of kindness, the mouse found solace in Sirena's protection. In return, the mouse shared tales of the desert hidden treasures and guided Sirena to hidden oases and food sources she had never encountered before.
One more paragraph, Mickey, please. The
Their
unlikely friendship.
unlikely, their unlikely friendship blossomed under the blazing sun. Serena's good heart continued to shine as she protected and cared for her newfound companion. Going against the nature of her kind, she became a symbol of compassion and unity in the unforgiving desert.
Yeah, look, it says going against the nature of her kind. So the computer is saying that scorpions are naturally with a bad nature. So
Yeah.
this is the so he already gives how do you say this? An attribute to
Mm-hmm.
the scorpions, right? Okay, I mean, she could also say that scorpions can be good because they inoculate horses to develop vaccines, but they don't say that. They just say they are normally bad, but this goes against the nature of the kind, right?
Yeah.
Which is funny. Okay, let's continue, Mitch, please. Word of Serena's kind heart. If you would continue here, Mitch, please.
Um, where Serena's kind heart spread far and wide, reaching the ears of other desert creatures. They marveled at the scorpion's transformation and began to question their own preconceived notion about her species. Serena's actions served as a powerful reminder that true goodness can be found in the most unexpected places. As time passed, Serena and the mouse became inseparable. Together, they ventured through the desert, sparing acts of kindness and forming unlikely friendship among the animals they encountered. They both symbolized the power of compassion transcending the boundaries of species.
What do you think of this idea of a mouse and a scorpion being friends and spreading good and kindness in the desert?
I see it as a relationship like two animals that, for the eyes of the humans, are too hated, and they join forces, fuse forces.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much, Mitch. Mickey, can we do the next paragraph, please? And so, Serena,
And so Sirena, the scorpion with a good heart, and her mouse companion became legendary figures in the desert, inspiring all who heard their tale. Their story reminded the world that even in the harshest environments, kindness and empathy can thrive. leaving a lasting impact on the hearts of those who dare to embrace it.
Yeah, well, I'm truly surprised. It's nice to read stories from creative people like Mitch and you, of course. It's nice because you guys are doing a creative process, but this is a machine. How can you explain this? I'm totally stunned. I'm impressed by how the machine does it.
Yeah.
What do you think of this, Mickey, Mitch?
Um, about the story or about how a machine could create a story?
Well, no, well, yeah, both actually. First, what do you think about the story? And then, how can it be possible that a computer can create a story of this type? What do you
Uh,
think?
the story is beautiful. I think that it reminds me a little bit of the story of the Lion and the Mouse. Do you remember that story?
Yeah, that's true. Maybe they have models. They
Yeah.
have models, right? That okay. Now it makes sense. So they have a model and they just change it. They say, okay, a mouse and a scorpion. Okay, they put the desert. They could have put the dunes, but I don't think they would have put the ocean or the jungle, right? So it has to
Mm-hmm.
be an environment which they are familiar with. Okay, that makes sense. What else? What else can you conclude, Mickey or Mitch?
Um, well, the story is beautiful, and the way how they describe all the story is amazing, and I really like it. And apart of that, I think that ChatGPT works with a how say database or database.
Database.
Yeah, and I think that one day I asked to ChatGPT how it works, and the program told me that they have a database who is updated until 2021. For example, if you ask something related to new discoveries or something like that after 2021, sometimes the same program recommends you to you do your own research because I think that ChatGPT is updated until 2021. But apart of that, obviously it's artificial intelligence, and I think that it's updated every minute, every second, and it's amazing how it works and how could express the ideas.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I'm stunned. I'm totally impressed by the way how, as you correctly pointed out, how they do it. What do you think, Mitch? Thank you, Mickey. What do you think,
Yes, sir.
Mitch, of the story? What do you think of the way the computer or the artificial intelligence processes the information with two, three words? He creates a story. What do you think? I don't know if Mitch. Are you there, Mitch? Maybe I don't know if I don't know if Mitch is there. Mitch, can you hear us? Well, apparently she's not here at the moment. Well, I am truly astonished how they do this,
Yeah.
and the capacity is truly. And then you can regenerate the response, and it's gonna give you something totally different. Well, no, in
Part of,
this case,
yeah.
in the
Part of
sculpting
that,
desk.
one
Yes,
day I tried to. I'll be honest with you, Tishon. I did a homework completely with ChatGPT, and it was
yes.
an essay. And the first thing that I did is that I put all the text, I copy it, and I paste it in a program who detects if there's a how's it plagiarism or
Plagiarism.
plagiarism. Yeah, and the program told me that it was 100% creativity. So if you copy this and you put in any program of plagiarism, it's not gonna detect that it's made by a program. So that's great too.
Yeah, it looks like authentic, and it's actually authentic.
Authentic. Yeah.
That is remarkable. Um, for example, let's think of you in 10 years. Write a success story about Mickey. This is crazy. You will be astonished. The great uh, How would you consider yourself, businessman, or what would you say about you in 5 years, Mickey?
In
The
10
great,
years,
yes, the great
I would like to say a businessman.
businessman, businessman who started. How do you think you started selling tennis shoes on the net? Do
Yeah,
we say that?
yeah.
Well, eh, a small town don't live with determined vision. Okay, you will be totally surprised. Let's read it because it's just impressive what this thing can do. And you will be totally surprised. Okay, let's read it, please, Mickey.
Mhm. Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived a determined and visionary young man named Mickey. Mickey had a deep passion for tennis and a keen eye for business. With these two passions combined, he embarked on an ambitious journey to bring high-quality tennis shoes to players all around the world. Mickey knew that in order to reach a global audience, he needed a platform that could connect him with tennis enthusiasts everywhere. With unwavering determination, he set up an online store, showcasing a curated collection of top-notch tennis shoes that catered to players of all levels. At first, Mickey faced numerous challenges. The competition in the online marketplace was fierce, and established brands dominated the tennis shoe industry, but Mickey was not deterred. He understood that success required more than just selling a product. It required building a brand that resonated with tennis players. Um, he invested countless hours in researching the needs and preferences of tennis enthusiasts, meticulously selecting the finest shoes that would enhance their performance on the court. Mickey focused on providing exceptional customer service, on ensuring that each customer received personalized attention, and can you scroll down a little bit, sir? Oh, my internet. ¿Es nuestro internet? Michelle.
I'm sorry, Mickey. Can you hear me? Sorry, I got disconnected, momentarily disconnected.
Yeah, I'm here, teacher. Can you hear me? I think that it's the teacher's internet.
I am back again. Mickey, can you hear me? Hello? Hi, Mitch. I can barely hear you, very little. Mickey, can you hear
And
us?
now
A bit better, not too much, just a little bit better. Can
it's
you hear
still
me okay?
raining pretty much.
Hi,
Okay.
teacher.
Hey, Mickey's back too. We were doing a reading and then my computer got disconnected, but here we're back.
Yeah.
I think Mitch cannot hear us very well. Can you, Mickey?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Okay, I think we did the
Actually,
first.
I thought it was my internet, but no, it
It
was your
was
internet, right?
it was my internet. Yeah, it was mine that got disconnected. And then I came back and then went back again, but now here I'm
Yeah.
back. And I think we did the first paragraph, but we were reading the second paragraph. So, yeah.
Actually, I read completely all the story, and I was telling you, can you scroll down, teacher? Because I still
Ah,
see your image, and I think that I thought that you were looking the reading. It was, teacher, can you scroll down?
okay. Oh,
But
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
teacher.
All right, let's go
Uh,
from the second. Mickey knew that in order to reach a global audience,
mhm.
please.
Mickey knew that in order to reach a global audience, he needed a platform that could connect him with tennis enthusiasts everywhere. With unwavering determination, he set up an online store, showcasing a curated collection of top-notch tennis shoes that catered to players of all levels.
Okay.
Continue?
Yeah, let me see if Mitch can read. Mitch, are you there? Can you read a little bit, please?
Which part?
Where it says, at first, Mickey faced numerous challenges. Please.
Okay. At first, Mega faces numerous challenges. The competition in the online marketplace was
Mm.
fierce, and established brands dominated the tennis shoe industry, but Mickey was not deterred. He understood that success required more than just selling a product. It required building a brand that resonated with tennis players. He invested countless hours in researching the needs and preferences of tennis enthusiasts, meticulously selecting the finest shoe that will enhance their performance on the court. Mickey focus on providing exceptional customer service, ensuring that each customer received personalized attention and expert advice.
Through strategic marketing, Mickey, please, through strategic marketing efforts.
Through strategic marketing efforts and a deep understanding of social media, Mickey's online store began to gain traction. Tennis players worldwide started recognizing the quality and value his brand offered. Positive reviews flooded in spreading the word about Mickey's exceptional tennis shoes.
Very nice. Let's do the next one, Mitch, please. As demand soared, that means as demand increased. Mitch, please. Oh, I don't know if Mitch is there. Well, continue, Mickey, with this, please. As demand soared.
As demand soared, Mickey expanded his product line, collaborating with renowned tennis players to create signature show collections. These partnerships further elevated his brand and solidified its position in the tennis world.
Wow, incredible, right? Mitch, can you read the next one, please, where it says, with each passing year? Uh,
Sure,
okay,
I
please.
barely can hear you, not very much.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
With each passing year, Mickey's online store flourished. His dedication to quality, customer satisfaction, and innovation set him apart from the competition. The business grew exponentially, allowing Mickey to establish his own manufacturing facility and control every aspect of the shoe production process. Mickey's success as a businessman extended beyond his online store. He actively supported tennis initiatives, sponsored local tournaments, and invested in grassroots development programs. He became a prominent figure in the tennis community, admired for his entrepreneurial spirit and commitment to the sport.
Very good. Excellent, Mitch. Thank you very much. Let's do the last two paragraphs, Mickey, please, today.
Mhm. Today, Mickey's tennis shoe brand is recognized as a global leader. trusted by professional athletes and amateur players alike. His journey from a small film dreamer to a renowned entrepreneur is celebrated as a true success story, inspiring others to follow their passions and turn their visions into reality. Mickey's legacy as a great businessman who started selling tennis shoes on the internet continues to inspire generations, reminding them that with determination, innovation, and a genuine love for what you do, success is always within reach.
Wow, what do you think? It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a beautiful story.
It is beautiful, and I am very sure that many of the suggestions they propose here you are already doing, or you are in the planning of carrying them out. But
Yeah.
maybe there is
Mm.
one or two that may be a good idea that you have perhaps not thought about, or maybe you have thought about everything. It says strategic efforts, sponsoring local tournaments, starting your own manufacturing process. I mean, it gives ideas that you can do, right? That's what I like about this thing, about this toy, that it
Yeah,
gives you, yeah, yeah. What do you think, Mickey?
it is amazing. To be honest, ChatGPT is one of the tools that I use in my daily daily life. For example, when I need to answer different messages, eh, or if I need to do the caption of of a post, I prefer to tell to ChatGPT, "Can you do a caption to?" And I say the number of the model of the tennis shoes, and it gives me a complete explanation of the tennis shoes, and I just copy and paste it. Or if I need to answer so many messages, I make like an automatic response and I just copy and paste it. So it it gives you so many opportunities to do other things because
Yeah,
it
exactly.
minimize your time.
It makes your time more efficient, doesn't it?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredibly smart. What have you used this more or less often, Mitch? Maybe to, for example, maybe you have to explain something, or maybe you want to have an idea of how to carry out a process or anything. Have you done it, Mitch? Have you used it, or more or less?
Sorry, teacher, I didn't understand you.
Okay, I was asking if you have used this tool to generate some texts, some arguments, some ideas for your own activities, for the benefit of your activities. Have you used it?
You mean like if I express my ideas to do some kind of things, project or plan in the text way?
Yeah. Have you done it?
Well, could be the ones that I give some kind of proposals to some school projects, or could be the text messages when I do my give my opinion or my idea to do something via WhatsApp or Messenger.
Okay. What if you created a project, for example, um, how, okay, for example, you like doing, what is it that you like to, I know that you like a variety of things, but something that you like doing, design of what? A design of let's say a didactic or pedagogic software. How about that? Let's suppose that somebody asks you to create a pedagogical or didactic software. Do you like the idea?
Sure.
Okay, so let's say, how would, or more or less, yeah, yes, how would a didactic software look like, right? A nice didactic software or pedagogic pedagogic software look like. Let's see, pedagogic, with the goal of enhancing the learning experience of students. So So this is giving ideas on how to build a pedagogic software. And as you can see, I don't know if you can read the bullets, like the first part, pedagogic software will be designed to enhance, to increase the learning experience. And some of the characteristics, can you read that, Mitch? Please, user friendly, personalization, etc.
Excuse me?
Yes. Can you read the bullets, the first part, like this? Personalization, adaptability, engaging and content, and
Uh,
multimedia, please.
okay. User-friendly interface. Uh, wait. The software will have an intuitive and user-friendly interface, making it easy to our students to navigate and access the content and features. Clear instruction and organized menus will help the students feel comfortable using the software. Personalization and adaptability. The software will adapt to individuals' student needs and learning styles. It will provide customizable settings, allowing students to adjust the pace, difficulty level, and presentation style to suit their preferences. Personalized recommendations and feedback will help students track their progress and identify areas for improvement. Engaging content and multimedia. The software the software will offer a variety of interactive and multimedia rich content such as video, animation, games, and simulations. These elements will make learning more engaging and interactive, helping to capture students' attention and maintain their interest.
Very good, Mitch. Thank you very much. Mickey, can you read 4 and 5 about this software that Mitch supposedly were designed? Please, 4 and 5, collaboration and communication.
Yes, sure. Progress tracking and assessment. The software will include built-in tools for progress tracking and assessment. It will allow students to track their performance, view their achievements, and identify areas that require further practice. Additionally, it will provide teachers with comprehensive data and analytics to monitor student progress and customize their instruction accordingly. 5. Collaboration and communication. The software will facilitate collaboration among students by providing tutors for group projects, discussion forums, and peer-to-peer interaction. It will also enable communication between students and teachers, allowing them to ask questions, seek clarifications, and receive timely feedback.
That's just amazing, right? Let's do 6 and 7, Mitch, please. Can you support and guidance, compatibility, and accessibility?
Um, Support and guidance. The software will offer on-demand support and guidance to the students. This could be include tutorials, explanatory videos, hints, and what means hints?
Tips, sugerencias.
Oh, okay, thank you. And prompts that help students overcome challenges and develop a deeper understanding of the subject matter. Access to additional resources such as ebooks, reference materials, and educational websites will further enhance the learning experience. Compatibility and accessibility. The software will be compatible with multiple devices and operating systems, ensuring that students can access from their preferred devices. It will also prioritize accessibility features such as adjustable font size, screen readers, and language translation options to accommodate diverse learning needs.
Very good. And let's do the last one, Mickey, please, with the conclusion and your own opinion, please.
Yes, sure. Integration with classroom activities. The software will seamlessly integrate with classroom activities and curriculum. It will provide teachers with tools to create assignments, assessments, and lessons plans, as well as the ability to monitor student progress and provide personalized guidance. Overall, a nice pedagogic software will strive to create a supportive and interactive learning environment, combining technology with effective educational principles. It will empower students to take ownership of their learning, foster collaboration and engagement, and facilitate personalized instruction.
Well, what do you think?
That's a good idea, and I think that is necessary.
Yeah,
Sometimes there are programs that are not too intuitive, you know, so you
right.
need to spend time, and if everything gets easier, I think that it saves time for the teachers and for the students as well. So I think that it's a great idea.
Yeah, totally. Thank you, Mickey. Thank you very much. Mitch, what do you say about this? Do you like how it is structured and the ideas, are they good?
Yes, this remembers me like the platform from the school Moodle that if the teachers do it well, they tend to give more extra resources, videos, explanations, uh, hints, and uh, among other simulations to or better understanding for and for a career like mine that is more visual and how can I say this, kinesthetic.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
It is better, much better for us than the TETs.
Totally, totally. Very nice. Well, I'm honestly impressed by this toy. I call it a toy, although it's a very useful working device or a tool. It's more correct to call it tool than toy,
Yeah.
but I truly enjoy it. All right, Mitch, Mickey, thank you very much as usual for your comments. When do you think we can have our next class? We're a few classes behind. So how about uh, I will have time tomorrow afternoon. The only problem is that I might have to pick up my friend that is coming from outside of town, and I'm not sure the time. Can we agree? But I definitely have time tomorrow. Can we agree on the time playing by the ear, as they say? Can we more or less? Can I tell you the time later today or tomorrow during the morning?
Yes, sure, it's okay, don't worry. Yeah.
Because all I have to do is to go pick her up, and that's it. And
Mm-hmm.
I have, but I don't know if it's gonna be like early in the afternoon or late in the afternoon. So I don't wanna make a commitment and then not meet it.
Yes, sure, let us know, it's okay.
Okay with you too? Okay.
I didn't hear, but I think it's okay.
Okay, well, all right. Well, so see you tomorrow then, and I'll let you know the best time if it is okay with you guys, Mitch and Mickey. All right.
Yes, sure, perfect. Thank you for your time. Enjoy
Thank you very
your
much.
afternoon.
Thank you. You too. Goodbye, Mitch. Goodbye, Mickey. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye
Thanks,
bye.
teacher. See you
Goodbye.
later.